That was awkward.
Yes, it was.
Okay, here we go. We traded down twice. Picks in at 27. Come on.
In the 2023 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Anton Harrison.
Oh, fuck off! God damn it! Wow. I knew they were going to do some shit like this. Fucking hell, man. I guess judging by that reaction, I guess you guys can tell I was not too happy with the Anton Harrison pick at 27. Now let me explain why exactly I'm not happy about this. Now, I've heard I looked at the shit on Twitter. I looked at, like, you know, how people felt about it and explaining, and it's justified. The Jaguars, I think, have the right idea with the intentions behind it. And personally, I don't think Anton Harrison is a bad person or pick or player, excuse me. The guy seems like a good guy. And everything I saw on tape of him, I don't think he's a bad player at all. Like, with how deep this offensive tackle class is, truthfully, I think he could, if like a little less were out of it, I think he could have been a top 10 talent next year assuming the class is kind of weak. Because, you know, you had guys like Paris Johnson Jr., Peter Scrotum, Darnell Wright, you know, you had guys like that in there, and, you know, obviously he's going to dip a little bit. So, I don't think Anton Harrison is a bad player. The problem I have with this is, this almost feels like a knee-jerk reaction to Cam Robinson getting suspended. Like, if you're going to take an offensive lineman, the pressing need where someone is definitely gone and underachieving is guard with Ben Barch. And even if you keep him to a lesser deal, Brandon Scherf is only under contract for 2 more years, and he's getting up there in age. So taking an O'Cyrus Torrence there, if you're going to go the route of offensive lineman, would have made a lot more sense. Cam Robinson completely fucked up his trade value by getting suspended. So he's probably not going to... I don't even know if we can trade him, and even if we did at this point, we wouldn't get much for him. So he's stuck here at least probably, in all likelihood, at least before the trade deadline. Which, if the Jaguars are winning games and winning the division, which they probably are going to be, then, you know, we're not going to sell at the deadline unless he's in a package to, you know, get somebody we want. So, unless you are getting rid of Cam Robinson, this pick makes no fucking sense whatsoever. And my thing is, if they were that pressed on Cam Robinson not being a part of the future plans, then why did we give him an extension? Why didn't we just let him walk after this year and re-sign Jawan Taylor? That would have made this a whole lot more simpler. You know, Walker Little could have played left tackle. We could have had Jawan Taylor at right tackle. And then we wouldn't have had to spend a goddamn first-round pick on a guy who's essentially, once Cam Robinson gets back, is going to be a swing tackle this year. Now the Jaguars are kind of in a situation where you have 3 guys that really need to play. Walker Little doesn't need to sit on the bench. He needs to get as much time as possible. Cam Robinson, assuming he comes back and all's well and he's not traded, he needs to play because he's making $23 million fucking dollars. And then you just spend a first round pick on Harrison, who really needs to play. Like, so you're kind of in this situation where you got 3 guys that need to play that are in 2 spots, unless you put Harrison at guard, which pretty much says bye-bye Ben Barch. But, you know, I just feel like this was probably maybe the tackle right at this point was probably like the 3rd or 4th most important need. And don't give me this shit about best player available, because trading down twice to get to 27, that the best player available was Nolan Smith. I'm sorry, and you're not going to convince me otherwise. Like, that whole trading down to acquire 3 extra picks, like, I was loving that. Like, I thought that was fucking genius until the pick. Like, if we would have did that and took Nolan Smith, I'd be happy as shit right now. I really fucking would. Because, like I said, pass rush at this juncture of the Jaguars is more of a need than fucking, you know, tackle. Unless you're going to sign Yannick Ngakoue or somebody like that. I don't know, man, but the one saving grace about this is I think accumulating these picks, I think we're either going to move up for somebody or possibly trade for Budda Baker. One of those I think could come into play. You know, Brian Branch is still there. Osiris Torrance is still there, which I'm fine with, you know, at this point doubling down on offensive linemen. And I think B.J. Ojulari's still out there. Like, we need to, like, you know, I think I was obviously very unhappy last year on day 2. Like, I think after this, the Jags really need to knock day 2 out of the park. So, I got faith though, and like I said, I hope this guy's good. I hope, you know, we just move on from Cam Robinson and save the money, and this guy becomes, you know, our left or right tackle of the future, whatever we're going to put him as. And, you know, things work out. Like, I hope the best for this guy. Like I said, I don't think he's a bad player at all. I just don't agree with, you know, taking him when there's a Nolan Smith on the board and it's a more pressing need and he's a better player. So, that's kind of why I'm upset at this pick. But it is what it is, man. Hopefully the Jags just have a day 2, good day 2, you know. I still think we're going to be fine regardless, but, you know, just would have did this a little differently. Anyways, that's it. That's all, people. I will see you guys tonight. I believe day 2 starts at 7 o'clock, if I'm not mistaken. Me and the Awkward Silence guys will be live for that, so, you know, check us out and watch the draft. That's it. That's all, people. It's been your boy Jagging Off. Go Jags. Duval till I die. I'm gone. Oh, and one more thing I forgot to mention. My division rivals. First of all, in the Aspless, go fuck yourself for taking Anthony Richardson. You know, now I'm in a position where I got to root against my, you know, Florida Gators alumni. And going there, this kid's going to get completely ruined, which really sucks. And Trashville, if you're sitting there laughing at us, you did the same fucking thing and you took Peter Scrotum. By the way, how did that Lamar Jackson, DeAndre Hopkins, and those 2 trades and taking Jackson Smith and Jigba work out for you? Because that's all I heard the last couple months. Fucking idiots. Houston, I'll give it to y'all. Y'all had a great day 1. To get fucking C.J. Stroud and Will Anderson, you know, the second best quarterback and the best defensive lineman and probably the best player in this entire draft, that's a pretty masterful job and a step in the right direction. Only problem is C.J. Stroud's not as good as Trevor Lawrence. But Houston, personally with Houston, I think they are doing everything right. And can't really say anything bad about their draft. But yeah, Trashville and then the Assless, they got no fucking room to talk. But anyways, like I said, that's it. That's all. It's been your boy Jagging Off. Go Jags. Do ball till I die. Fucking gone.